Welcome, Star Wars fans, to Rebels in Review. Today we're taking a look at Season 2, Episode 14, titled Homecoming. So, what did you think?
Well, I guess I'm going first this week.
Why not?
Uh, it was interesting, I guess. It was nice to see some Clone Wars characters come back. I mean, we saw Cham Syndulla, Hera's father, which we knew from Star Wars The Clone Wars. It was a little heartbreaking to see him so hard on his daughter at the beginning, not believing in her fight for the, freedom of the galaxy, putting his own my planet is, very elitist behavior out of him, which was a little off-putting. It was lovely seeing Numa back. If you remember her from the old episodes where she just was a little girl running around lost on the planet.
With Waxer and Boyle, I
With
believe.
Waxer and Boyle. Yeah, it was a little throwback to see her. It was nice. I liked when Hera slipped back into her old accent briefly, though it almost sounded like a different voice actor. It was so bizarre. Didn't sound like just her with an accent. It sounded like an entirely different voice. Interesting seeing more different aspects, different vehicles from the Empire to get the good look at the bombers.
A carrier and the TIE bombers, yeah.
Yeah, I liked seeing that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty good episode. More Hera backstory. We got some Chopper backstory.
Yeah, she's known Chopper for a while, or Adam for a while.
Oh yeah, Chopper's been there for a long time. Everyone knows Chopper. So yeah, it was a good episode, but nothing spectacular.
I thought it was a good episode. I think my biggest problem with it, and it's the same problem I have with a lot of episodes, since it's so short, it kind of, 1 minute, Cham and Hera are at odds, and, you can tell that there's some history there, some history of conflict, and then it's, drop of a hat. Well, I forgive you, you forgive me, let's be a happy family. And again, it's, as I say every week, it's a kid's show, but so you're going to have to expect things like that. But that was probably my biggest problem with the episode I actually didn't think Cham was going to betray them. I thought that was pretty cool. And it was cool to see Numa from Clone Wars and a lot of Clone Wars references. And just to see Cham, because if you read all the Lords of the Sith, he's a big player in that book as well. So, another thing I really liked was the Ezra and Kanan team up in the little hallway when they're throwing each. I thought that was cool.
It was adorable.
I love seeing more teamwork out of those two. It's great. It's going to be heartbreaking when something happens to one of those two characters, because I think one of them has to either go dark side or get killed. Something's got to eventually happen with that story where one of them. Obviously, I don't think we can have two Jedi running around when A New Hope comes rolling around in a few years in the timeline. Another thing I liked is there was. It just makes me sound sadistic, but there's more killing in this episode, more death.
I almost laughed when you just said that. It was like reminding everyone it's a kid's show. When we were sitting on the couch counting how many fighter pilots died.
Yeah.
And then Cham is so excited. This Star Destroyer, it's going out in a blaze of glory. My people will... I'm like, it's crashing into your planet. I don't know how many Twi'leks that's going to kill, but I'm going to imagine quite a good number are going to get taken down by a giant Star Destroyer crashing into their planet.
Yeah, he didn't seem to think that all the way through.
No, he thought it was a great idea. He wanted the bigger ship in there.
Let's get another one down. How many can we crash land on our planet? But it's so funny how in one breath I'll say it's a kid's show, and in the next breath I'm like, mass murder, and, even with the start of the show when they showed that female A-Wing pilot, too, who got shot down as she's trying to... I'm not trying to be sexist, but it's a little more heartbreaking, I think, when it's always a woman in there and she gets shot down. And I thought, I'm always surprised when they give you a little flash to the pilot and then they kill her.
They've been doing that for all of the Rebel pilots.
I love it.
Anytime a Rebel pilot dies, we have to get the little scream from inside the cockpit, and you're like, really? Really? And then we see an Emperor, the Empire ship blow up, like, yeah! Like, we don't flash to the inside of the cockpit then now, do we? Too busy cheering.
Yeah, but again, just another kind of filler episode. Await till the good stuff episode, but it was good. It was alright.
Alright, do you have any final thoughts on it?
Not really. It was what it was, I guess.
Can't wait till we have something more exciting to review.
I know. I feel like, we've been doing this for 3 weeks now, and we get to really have an episode that really brings up any kind of serious or good discussion.
It was only in the last very, very bitter end of the episode where I finally got a good little tidbit of music out of the episode.
Yeah.
When they finally brought in some strings. Other than that, it was the same old, same old.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, if we're taking down the episodes, there's probably about 8 episodes maybe left this season, 7 or 8, so it's got to start picking up anytime now with all that stuff. With the Darth Maul and crossguard lightsabers and,
Temples.
Jedi or Sith temples and holocrons and Vader and I got to imagine that that's going to be a pretty in-depth storyline. So
No, it's
gotta
half-hour episode. That's the whole
yeah,
whole
22
thing.
minutes going to be Darth Maul and Vader,
The whole
Ahsoka.
thing.
It would.
That really was a preview of one episode.
Yeah.
That's that little
That
trailer
would be
they
the
gave
most
us.
epic episode ever. But I do actually think the season finale is a two-parter, and I think it's both being shown on the same night, so that'll be pretty epic. I think that's at the end of March, so it's coming up.
Alright, well, I think that's it from Conja Club this week. Come back and join us next week for another Rebels in Review. And if you want to join Conja Club, we're always looking for new gang members. Go ahead and subscribe. See you next time.